Hi, welcome to 2021. Welcome to RV Afterlife. This is Roger, I'm Delana. We are going to start today by exploring Lake Placid, Florida. It's a beautiful sunny day in Lake Placid. It's about 70 degrees, sun is shining. This is the home of a clown school in a really cool town that has nothing but murals all over town. I'm just going to show you one before we go inside to start our exploration. Apparently you can buy a book of the town. The whole town has got all of these murals all over, and so we're about to discover Lake Placid, Florida. Come along. There you go.
Welcome to the American Clown Museum and School, home of Toby's Clown Foundation Incorporated, aka Toby's Clown Alley, aka Toby's Clown School. We're so glad to have you with us today. If you found us on our website, tobysclownfoundation.org, we're welcoming you to Lake Placid. Wonderful things, not only the museum, but the murals in town, 27 lakes. It's a wonderful place to see. We're going to give you a tour today of our wonderful, wonderful museum and library. And as you can look around, doesn't it take your senses away with this wonderful carpeting that was custom designed for us, and the collectibles from all over the world, and the ceiling art done by a local artist. It really captures your senses, don't you think? Now you wonder, how did this all get started? Well, let me tell you the story. There was a fellow by the name of Keith Toby Stokes that moved here many years ago and started it all. And we're very fortunate to have him with us today. And here he is right here. Toby, take it away.
Yeah, well, thank you, Big Al. Hey, I'd just like to tell you a little bit. I'm the original founder of all of this, yes, but it all started with a dream. A dream that 30-some years ago. I started a school at the hospital out here, the Lake Placid Hospital. And at that time, we had only 6 that were joined us, and today we have a school that we have graduated 1,500 or more. And this is my first outfit back. I was a shrine clown to start with, and this is my first outfit. I made it, and so on and so forth. The tuxedo, what it was. And the cat hat was made out of a Dixie cup. Had a little bird on top, and when I shake my head, the bird would sing. Or at least I'd tell it was singing. And they would think of singing. But these are pictures of some of the clowns classes we had. And this is a picture of me when I was a white-faced clown. And Big Al will talk to you about that a little later. But this is at the nursing home. And these are clowns here. And so on and so forth. We just wish you would come and see the American Clown Museum here in Lake Placid. And school, by the way, hey, we have a school here, so if you'd like to be a member of the school, we'll graduate you and we'll guarantee you that you'll get famous as a clown in your own area. We have a staff of 12 people who have had the experience, and they will teach you how to be a clown. So therefore, I do invite you to come. And I think that you'll just enjoy this. In fact, we got a sign on the outside and above the door. It says, "Require smiles to get in." So that would be something for you to remember. Okay. Hey, Al, here he is.
I'd like to talk a little more about the school, and I would like to show you these 3 pictures of Toby. They depict the 3 major characters that we teach in our 25-hour class, starting with the Goose Clown, the most popular. 95% of our graduating clowns are a Goose Clown. Very bright colors, too big or too small, very slap, happy, a very, very funny clown. And that was you, your latest. Here is Toby as the classic, the comic Whiteface. He borrowed that back in Europe. They had the classic Whiteface. They were elegant. They were elegant. They would start the shows in England and France and Italy, going back several hundred years. When it came to America, though, it switched over to the comedy white face. And there's Toby, that was his first face when he came to Lake Placid. Above that is the only truly American clown character. That's the hobo tramp. And you can see that portrayed in Emmett Kelly and Freddie the Freeloader. And it's absolutely wonderful. The graduates of the school, they do a variety of things. They visit schools, nursing homes, churches, hospitals. Some of our clowns are hospice clowns. They do wonderful things for the community, helping in fundraisers. Anyway, I think enough of that. Let's take a quick tour around. Hey, Toby, I'll see you at the other end.
Hey, okay.
Real quick, we have a display here of what it was like during the Depression for clowns that lived 24/7 with the circus. It was a tough life. This one picture depicts what it was like. They had to get their face on pre-dawn every single day, and they had to get out and work before the matinee. They do 2 matinees and 2 evening shows. Very, very tough work. We got some wonderful displays of what life was like back then. Here we have a collection from all over the world. Just a very few that I will show you. The Ron Lee's an American artist, very famous. That's not gold paint, that's real gold on there. Up here is Chuck Oberstein, another famous American artist. Over here is the Yadros from Spain. Very, very rare and beautiful collection. And these are the Muranos from Italy. So enough said here. Let's go on to, we have a collection here from Mark Anthony, who has been gone for decades now. He was the prop designer for Ringling Brothers. In his part-time, he used to whittle out of wood famous clowns that he knew. These go back 75 to 100 years. So we have a very wonderful collection that he did in his lifetime. Going to this wall here, this is our circus wall. We have lots and lots of posters. Back in the old days, you knew the circus was coming when you'd see posters all around town. They used to throw them away at first, but then they started saving them, and actually, some of them were signed. We have a couple. Here's one of Felix, a very rare poster. Here's another one of Lou Jacobs. He's been gone for many years now, a signed poster. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful stuff. What we have here is one of my favorites. They're all miniatures, the same scale, given to us by very many people. When I installed this, I had just this table made, and it was missing. So I found the picture of the Big Top on the computer. I had a local friend that's a seamstress. I asked her if I made the frame, could she sew the top? I think it's absolutely wonderful, and there it is. The kids especially love it. Coming up here is a collection of Jim Howell prints that we've got. He's a famous clown, a circus clown that retired, and he's still very active. So he's donated all of these to us. Very, very wonderful. But the most wonderful are the Red Skeltons. In his elder years, he drew a lot of what-if pictures of him as a clown that he wished probably he could have used on TV. But anyway, the first 2 we got were these 2 right here. Actually, my brother-in-law, his sister, Jean Courtney, and her daughter, Debbie Parisi, donated them. They were the first 2 that we got, and we're so proud to have them because they're so valuable now that he's been gone for 13 years. And we've gotten 3 more since. And it's just an absolutely wonderful, wonderful collection. Over here, my very favorite one is the picture taken in 1938 of Charlie Chaplin putting on his makeup for the Tramp character. What I like about it, it shows the makeup that he uses, and it's not too unlike the makeup that we use today. Only they're all in plastic containers where you see the tins there. And over here you see a very famous French artist has done these here, and they got beautiful color, don't you know? Our ceiling is done by a local artist named Monica Turner. She's a young girl that lives up in Sebring. She does all of these as well as the clown mural on the sidewalk. That's her very first mural, and she is a wonderful, wonderful artist. Over here in our library, it looks small, but it's got every subject imaginable. any of our clowns that are going through the school can do their research, and it's absolutely, absolutely wonderful. Here we are at the end of the tour, and there's Toby again.
Well, I just want to, one thing, Al, I'd like to show it to them. These are Shrine magazines from the day one they started to publish them. Shrine International Clown Association. And we keep those here. All of our things in the library, you can come, sit down and read and learn and so on. This is how we teach, one of the ways we teach our school. Oh, and this charter member. We have charter members that had the same idea that I did, that from 23 different states, 140 people that contributed $25 to help get this thing started. Wasn't that wonderful? Oh, I'm so thrilled about this.
Speaking of contributing there, did you have something to do with the murals?
Oh, yeah. Well, we have a mural here that's dedicated to the clown school that depicts the 3 different types of clowns. But around our building, my goodness, looky here. We have 2 murals here. You must come and see them. And these 2 murals were sponsored by the local hospital. Warren, a good friend of ours. What was his last name?
Warren Santander.
Santander. I never can remember that now. But anyway, he actually and his group sponsored these 2 murals. And we wish that you'd come and see these murals. And by the way, we light them at night too, don't we, Al?
We certainly do.
Yeah.
So we'll be here for you. Check us out on the internet. That's Toby'sTheClownFoundation.org. And you can sign up to get your picture up on the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can sign up for the school.
Yeah.
Or just keep up with what's going on here with Toby's Clown Foundation.
And also, be sure and look around town. There are 43 other murals in town. But this is one of them at night. So if you want to come at night, you can visit our mural.
So we'll see you real soon. Thank you, and bye-bye.
Hi everybody, I'd like you to meet Silly Dilly. She's here at the Clown Museum. So,
hi everyone.
She's actually a clown graduate. Very friendly and very helpful in showing off her museum. How long have you been a clown?
4 years.
4 years? Yeah. And what made you decide to be a clown?
I've always wanted to be a clown. For every Halloween I was dressed up as a clown, so it was just meant to be, I guess.
And what's Silly Dilly's magic act look like? Do you go into hospitals and other places?
I don't, but I used to be a respiratory therapist, and they said that I acted like Patch Adams. So that should tell you, if you saw that movie, that's how I acted. So
awesome.
I guess it has something to do with that.
Well, thank you very much for your tour. It was
You're
wonderful.
welcome.
And she even convinced us to put on red noses and get our picture taken. So here we go. Well, our day in Lake Placid turned out to be not only fun, but entertaining. A lot of the murals have things hidden in them or things that are missing, so it was kind of fun doing little puzzles with them. I'm standing in front of one that is just humongous. It is called the Cracker Cattle Drive, and they called the cowboys back then crackers because of the whip, the sound the whip made. Lake Placid is just a real delight of a little town. We ended up eating a late lunch at Mr. Sammy's Pizzeria. Our waiter Pete looked just like Bruce Willis, so we had a lot of fun with him. The food was really good, so if you get here, give them a shout. Thanks for spending the day with us, and we will see you next time.